Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Jerry with the Relaxed Garden, and today I'm going to point out, well, rather I want to talk about or show you guys some garden failures or some things that are just not thriving. It's fun to point out everything that looks great, all the flowers, these beautiful cannas that are just absolutely thriving, but that's not the reality of everything. Sometimes you just have absolute failures for no reason or no fault of your own. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. And unfortunately for me right now, that includes these Stonecrop. You zoom out. Yeah, they are just not doing anything. I think they succumb to all the water. Check this out. I didn't even look at that. It's just, oh, sorry about that. It's mush. It's just mush. And I mean, that's all of them. Look at that. They've all splayed out. Let me come over here. Look. This is just awful. Look at that. I did not do this. This is already, look. I don't know. So I think I just want to take them out. It's unfortunate. I hate that that has happened. Look at that. I don't understand. But yeah, that's that. Look, oh my God, that's awful. Check. It's just mush. Can you see? There you go. So I don't know. I don't know what happened to that, but it is just a hot mess. I think it's all the rain that we had last week, or the last couple, 2 or 3 weeks. It was just too much for it. Another thing are these. They don't look good. I wish they all had the little fuzzy silvery stuff on them. That's what they're supposed to look like. Not like this. I don't. Again, I blame the rain. They don't look good, but they're still here. They're not doing as bad as this Stonecrop. This is Autumn Joy Stonecrop. Look at that. I hate to see. Look, it just. I say it's the rain, but then pieces of it dry up. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But Stonecrop, I think I'm going to take it out. I think it looks awful, and I can't stand looking at it. So that's the Stonecrop. The second thing that's not so good is, let's come over here. Let me show you this. Check this out. Look at this creeping Jenny. It is drying out. I don't know why. This is thriving. The little Miss Figgy that's in this pot is thriving. It's putting out little figs. The Tradescantia that's in here is looking great. The creeping Jenny is not. I don't know why. It just isn't. And if you just look over here, this pot with the creeping Jenny looks amazing. Look at that. Although here's some pieces that are starting to dry out. So I don't know. But for right now, it looks awesome. Check that out. And then over here, not so awesome. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull this out and probably replace it with this Sedum. I mean, I've got this Sedum growing everywhere. You just need to pull up a little bit of it, plant it in there, and it'll just take over. It's awesome. But that's number 2, is the creeping Jenny. It's sad because I really like it. I love the way it looks. Well, not there. I love the way it looks over here. Here. There. Look at that. That's beautiful, the way it's falling over. I think that pot probably gets more sun than this one. but who knows? We'll see. So that was the Creeping Jenny. Number 3, and I think this is just heat related, the peach drift roses. Again, I think the leaves are yellowing just because of all the rain, but I also think they're starting to defoliate just because that's what happens when, when it gets so hot. They just defoliate to try to hold on to everything, just like these white pillar rose of Sharon. It's starting to lose its leaves, although it's fleshing out with a lot of blooms. Look at that bloom. It's fleshing out with a lot of blooms, but it's also defoliating, and I think that's also a sign of just this, of the plant struggling with the heat. I'm not so upset about that. Not as upset as I am with the Stonecrop. That just really, really upsets me. Well, let's look over here. Well, I say the Dusty Miller's looking good, but it's not looking. Look at that. I don't understand what is going on. I don't know. I don't know. It's all very upsetting. Everything else looks great. The echinacea next to it look great. The caladium, look at the orange rocket. Salvias look great. Caladium's over there. But this little spot right here, maybe it's just low enough that it's collecting water, and I don't know. I have no idea. But I think I'm going to pull those out, as well as I think I'll leave the Dusty Miller. But let me know in the comments, what would you do? Would you keep them? Give them a chance? I mean, they're falling apart. I don't know what you're going to give a chance to when this is what's happening. They're literally just falling apart. So I don't know. What would you replace it with? Think about that. Let me know in the comments. This is Full Sun, Zone 9B, Houston, Texas. We're at the end of June, and we're going to be, July is right around the corner. So's that 100-degree weather. And let me come over here and show you the last but not least is these are the 4D African daisies. They look really bad. They're starting to dry up. Look at that. I really wasn't happy with them. I don't know what I want to do with these. I think I want to try just chopping them back. I'm not going to regrow them. They were all right. They weren't great. They had, initially when I planted them, they had a great, they were covered in blooms, but as those blooms, were over, blooms don't last forever. It never flushed out again. You would get one or two here and there, and that was it. So in my opinion, they kind of underperformed. They weren't that great, and I will not be growing them again. But see, they're just very leggy down here, and the top has foliage, and now that foliage is starting to dry out. So I don't know. I think I am going to, well, let me know what you would do. Honestly, I'm curious. What would you do? Would you give it a Chelsea chop? Would you chop them in half and see if it flushes out? Or would you just pull them out? Part of me wants to pull them out. The only thing that I could think of is replacing them with these beautiful salvia that I'm absolutely in love with. This is summer jewel white, and then I've got a summer jewel pink over there that are thriving, and I think that's great. I would replace them with that or Penta. Now, keep in mind, it's very hot. I don't know if I should be replacing anything with anything at this point, but I just can't stand looking at it. I think with these, I'll probably give them a Chelsea chop or just chop them in half and see what happens. It's a great experiment. Maybe it's too late for that. I don't know. I hope it isn't. But they're not performing well anyway, so I don't think I have anything to lose. But again, in the comments, let me know what you would do on these 3D or 4D African daisies. Would you cut them back or just pull them out altogether? Let me know. Over here, everything's looking great. They're finally, these these Penta are finally growing. They were being covered and smothered by those by these mystic Spire Salvia, which are absolutely thriving after the cut. This is, for some reason, this is the autumn sage. Look at that. But it's just not, again, this is another struggle. It is not done well at all. See, here's another one. For some reason, look at that. It's just drying out and not growing. I don't know. I don't get it. Some things grow, some things don't. Autumn sage is not doing well for me. So the autumn sage is just not doing, beautiful little flower. I hate to see that it's not, but it's just not thriving. Autumn sage is not doing well. 3D African daisy are not doing well. Let's come over here, the saddest of them all. My Stonecrop that I really wanted to, I was so excited to see grow. I planted it last fall, and it was beautiful, you know, autumn joy. Autumn joy, Stonecrop. It came back, it died back over the winter and came back on its own. I was so excited to see that. I don't know. I don't know what to do. This is the one that saddens me the most. But let me know what you would do. Would you take these out, the Stonecrop, or would you just leave them? I don't know. And then of course, see, look at this is the white, the summer white jewel Salvia. That's the best, one of the best performing plants this year. Here's the pink jewel, and then here's the other garden, I guess, failure. I don't know if you want to call it that, but this creeping Jenny, it's dying out and just not doing well. So let me know. Those are the four things. The creeping Jenny, I think I'm going to go ahead and decide. I've decided to pull it out and put some more Tradescantia in there, as well as this Sedum. That's that. Number 2, right here, the 3 or 4D African daisy. Your options are, do I cut back or do I pull out altogether? Let me know in the comments what you would do there. And over here, of course, the Sedum. Do I leave it to see if it recovers on its own, or do I just yank it out? Part of me wants to yank it out, but I want to know what you guys think. So please let me know in the comments. Here are your choices. Autumn Joy, Stonecrop. Do I leave, cut back, or absolutely pull it out and just remove it? And that's the same for the 4D African daisy. Do I cut back or just yank them out and remove them? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much. I look forward to hearing from you, and talk to you guys later.